Okay. So I painted these a few years ago. And they've been up for a while. I think I'm ready for something new. Hold on, there's an earwig. Let me kill the earwig. Is anyone else having an earwig problem? Where the heck did it go? You little butt. Ugh. Ah, it's still alive. Hold on. Ah. Okay, sorry. How did earwigs not die when they're crushed? If someone could answer that, how can I crush an earwig and it is still alive? Whew. Okay. Hopefully there's no more of those, because I will scream like a little baby. I'm like, where did it come from? It was probably in the bag of paint, wasn't it? Okay. It's okay. It's okay. We will continue along. So, get this open here. These are the same size as the ones I had done previous. So they should fit in the same spot nicely. And these are just canvases that I got at Michael's. So I want 3 of these. Grab this one. This one can go aside. And I'm gonna do acrylic. Which is all in here. I like my greens. So I'm gonna stick with the kind of leaf themed again. I think I painted the whole canvases before I started. What do you think? Yeah, I did. Okay, so I also need to paint them white. But I think I only have an off-white, which is light. I think I only have these ones, which are unbleached titanium. But I mean, I thought that was another earwig. I don't think I'm going to make it today, guys. Okay. So, taking all my paints out. Figuring, oh, I do have white. I have a big vat of white. But yeah, I'm just figuring out what brushes I'm going to use. Because I went on a paintbrush purchasing spree. So I have quite a few. I'm going to look up some leaves that maybe I will be painting. So let's just set aside my greens. Greens, yellows, browns, whites. So really just put my silver away. And then I going to take out some of my greens from here. I think that's it. That can go back away. Okay, I gotta go get some water, which I should have done before I hopped on live. That's okay. I will be right back. Put those there. Okay. Now I need to look up some inspiration, which I also should have done before, but that's okay. Put these over to the side. There's a couple nice ones that pop up on Amazon. So maybe something like these ones. But I already had a Monstera. I don't have enough space up here. I had already done like a Monstera leaf, but I can do one of these. Yeah, I think I'm gonna, ooh, these look cool. Maybe I should do something like these. Oh, hold on. Maybe I should do something like that. Can you see it? Can you see it? Where there's like shapes and then also leaves over top. I think I like this one better. I'm gonna do this. Hold on, I'm trying to make that focus. Okay. So it looks like I need a few types of green. Where are my palettes? Where did I put my palettes? Okay, I'm gonna be brave and I'm gonna mix them on the canvas. Am I brave? Am I brave or dumb? Not really sure yet. I'm something. I'm something, all right. Okay. So you're supposed to start with a base of white, which I have now started with all over my hands. I'm just going to pour it onto the canvas. And just cover it. I get myself covered in paint. And I thought that was going to be more than enough, but apparently not. And from what I understand, this kind of fills the holes in the canvas. It makes it less likely to steal my paint. But I'm not a painter, so don't quote me on that. Okay. I feel like this would have been good for like a more sturdy brush. This one is kind of trying its best. I'll give it that. It is trying its best. I think I'll leave a little bit of the texture in this still. I think that could be kind of cool. Or it could turn out terribly. I mean, who knows? Who knows? If you've ever seen any of my like painting videos before or videos where I paint, you know I don't follow any rules. I literally just do whatever feels easiest. Which is why I'm not even going to look for my palette. That's why. That just seems too difficult. The earwig already made me jump over all my cords once, and I don't want to do it again. So you get what you get, and you don't throw a fit. I don't remember where I heard that saying. You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit. Probably on social media somewhere. But it's stuck with me. You know what I just realized? I'm going to need to wait for this to dry before I can do anything. I don't like waiting. I don't like waiting. Like, I'm already procrastinating from something else. I don't want to have to wait for this too. Maybe, I was going to say maybe the next one I won't paint white first, but then I lose the consistency of it. And I feel like it'll stress me out if they're not the same. Does anyone else get like that? Like you need everything in a set of something that you do to be the same? Okay. Beautiful, right? Imagine that was all I did for the painting. I just painted it white and moved on. The end. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Join me next week when I paint another canvas white. And that's it. On to the next one. Obviously, I need more white than the last time. Now this one seems like too much white. Maybe I messed up. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. Ooh, you can see the like air pockets in it. That's kind of cool. Maybe I did put too much on this one. If you hear weird noises, it's because I'm stepping on stuff. I promise. I think I actually put enough paint on this one. Oh no. Oops. Note to self, next time that I paint, bring napkins or paper towel or something. Or even my drop cloth, something. I feel like I'm going to be covered in paint by the time I finish this. And there's definitely too much paint on this one. And I did not think about how I was moving this or where I was going to put it when it was fully painted. So that's a problem. I think I'm just going to put it on top of the other paintings. We'll see if the first one is dry enough. Definitely not. Definitely not dry enough. I don't know why I thought it might be. Maybe I should have put less on this one. Maybe that was the key. Maybe it would have been dry first. Oh well, you live and you learn. I feel like that's the motto of my channel. I always just full send and figure out if that'll work next time. I think if I did this again, I would pre-paint everything white. That way I can just hop on and start, you know? Uh-oh. This is why I bought a table specifically for crafting. I was gonna say it's covered in fluids, but that just sounds inappropriate. It's covered in stuff. That still sounds inappropriate. Keep hitting the table. Okay, this one also has too much paint on it, so that's fun. I might have to actually just come back or just see what happens if I paint over it. I think it's supposed to be like a thin layer of paint. Why did you shut off, camera? Trying to paint on my fingers. Okay. Move that over. Just push it up there and bring the first one back. Definitely not dry, but drier than the other two. So that can go in there. And then let me pull up. Okay. So it just kind of has some fun shapes on it. So I'm going to start with those. I'm going to try not to mix colors because there's no way that I'm making the color again with the method that I'm using. Also, fix this. Okay. So I don't think I'm going to do the lines and stuff that they're doing, but oh, yep, that's what happens. It mixes. Okay, not the brush for this. So I'm going to use this one instead. So it's kind of mixing with the white anyway, but I don't really mind. I feel like I should make that bigger. Uh-oh. Covering my phone in paint. Yeah. Gonna make it bigger. It's actually kind of nice with it mixed in with the white because it's a little bit lighter than it was initially. don't think I want as much texture in it. Kind of looks like a moon. I don't know why I just got so excited about that. But the color kind of reminds me of a moon. Not what it's supposed to be, but that's okay. I'm okay with it. So, I'm gonna put that in there. Move on to a green. I know that this green is kind of my favorite, but it's gonna be too dark. So I'm gonna mix it with a white. I'm gonna make a fairly big shape here. And then when I go to when I go to paint my actual plants, I will not dilute it as much. I think even this is a little bit darker than I want it. Oh, more paint on me. Okay. Go back over all this. I like doing like the free flowing shapes because then nothing needs to be perfect. It's nice, especially for someone who isn't a painter and doesn't know what the heck they're doing most of the time. This one kind of looks like a pickle, like the color of it for some reason reminds me of a pickle. Or like a cartoon pickle or something. A cartoon mutant pickle. Okay. Okay, so I think that is this shape done. I'm going to smooth that out and then let this one dry and move on to a different shape on a different canvas. Okay, you go over there. You come here. And I'm gonna start with the green this time. This one's gonna be a doozy. Gonna use the same green. Less of it. Some of this. Some of the white. I'm gonna go back in with the same brush. Yeah, this one's gonna be an interesting color. Oh wow, it still looks really green. That was probably more than I wanted, but that's okay. That's okay. Gonna make this one a big circle. Like a really big circle. I put way too much paint here. Way too much. This is one of the downfalls of winging it and just putting the paint on the canvas instead of on a palette, and also of painting on top of wet white paint. Thank goodness that I'm not looking for anything specific. But I mean, if I was, I would have done this differently. So there's that. Uh-oh. Okay, I think I can start rounding out my shape here. I can't believe how big this circle ended up. I feel like this is taking so much focus. And I'm not going to be able to even finish my paintings. You know what? I think maybe I'll finish the shapes on these ones and then I'll just do another painting without painting it white first so I can have something done. One of my leaves done. And you know what? The inspiration did have 4 different types of leaves. So that should be fine. I'll just do the 4th one and put it up somewhere else because the spot that I'm putting it only has 3. I mean, it could have 4. I could put another nail in the wall, but I kind of like how it looks right now. But there's many other places that could use a leaf. When have you ever looked at a leaf and gone, ugh? You know? I guess maybe when you have to like clear the leaves out of your yard. That looked kind of cool. Can you tell? Like it's all spirally. That's pretty cool. But I don't want that. So I'm gonna go undo everything I just did. Gonna go undo it. Okay, that doesn't look bad, but it is gonna take forever to dry. I'm gonna flip that over, and then I don't know what color I want to do for the other shape. I guess also like an off-white. Ooh, like a pale brown. I can see a pale brown. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, you know what? My inspo actually only has 3. But that's okay. That's okay. It only has the 3. But can you really mess this up? I don't think so. Let me... Hold on. I didn't think. I'm going to do 2 circles on this side. I'll do one in like a light green, like a lighter green. Ooh, maybe not even a lighter green, maybe just a different green. Whoa, it's a dog hair on that. Okay, let's put, which one of these is, actually, I'm gonna put this one. I can't even say that. Fallow. Do you pronounce the PH? Oh, I changed my mind. I don't like it. Shoot. Okay, we're gonna do this. Scoop that up. Put it in a cup. And we're actually gonna use this green. And then more white than I used in the last one. And I think that that'll turn out okay. Come on. Oh, there you go. Oh, but it still has that green in it. That's okay. That's okay. It'll still be light. Like a baby green. Can you call it that? You know, there's like baby blue and baby pink. Do you call it baby green? Do you call all colors baby if they're light? Food for thought. Like, would you call a light brown baby brown? That sounds kind of weird, no? Yeah. Or like baby purple. I guess you'd call that lavender. So do all baby colors have, like, does baby pink have a different name? Because magenta would be like a bright pink. I'm going to wonder about that all day now. All day. Things that make me go, Okay, should I do a different green on here? And then the other one can be like browns with a tinge of green. I'm going to try this green again because I killed it by putting in the phthalo green. And this one is sap green. I don't know. I like the color of this one. I think it's a pretty color. Oh, I am just covered in paint, which I guess is better than being covered in earwigs. I don't think I'm going to forget that there were earwigs in my paint stuff. It's my worst nightmare. Going to sit down and relax and do a craft and earwigs. Just earwigs everywhere. Okay, let's see how this turns out. That one's very light. Like so light that I'm thinking that I should put something else in it. Maybe like a bright green? Light green. I don't know. This looks like fluorescent green to me. Get in. We'll see how that turns out. Just a little bit, but oh wow. Okay. Well, that changed the vibe immediately. How does that look on camera? Does it look like 3 different greens? This one I wanted to make a little bit bigger than this one. So hopefully there's enough paint here. Okay. Okie dokie. Honestly, I might just put these up without the plants. I kind of like them on their own as they are. And I feel like putting plants on them might make them worse. And I like that this is different greens because when I did the plants the first time, the one that you can see like kind of up in the corner there, I think I only used like one color. I don't know. And I don't even really like the green that I did end up using. So this is kind of nice. But the next one, the third one, I'm going to do that unbleached white, a green, and then like a light brown with this one, I think. I'm really just thinking about that earwig. That earwig that didn't die when I squished it. Like what are you made of? What are you even made of that I can crush you in my hand and you're like, well, anyway. So as I was saying, like, I hate bugs, man. Like, I don't mind them when they're like away, but why do you have to be in my art stuff? Like, I didn't bother you. Why do you need to bother me? You know when you're painting and you're like, okay, I'll just add this one final touch, and then you make your shape completely different, and you need to spend like an extra 10 minutes making it the shape you wanted again? That's where I am with this one. I feel like I had a good size, I had a good shape, and then the edge didn't look right, so I had to go again, and now it's bigger, and then I have to go again, and it's bigger. Anyway, crafting problems, I guess. Crafter problems. Does that look like proportionate, or do you think I should make this one bigger? Maybe it's good that I accidentally made it a little bigger. Yeah. But then the problem with the way that I paint without a palette is that I can't mix more paint without having to repaint the whole shape that I already did with the new color that I'm adding to it. This is why I say I'm not a painter. I don't think I have the patience for like a good painting. I'm envious of the people who can spend time and make things literally perfect. Me, I'm just like, yep, I made that. Yep, you can tell I just made that. Okay. I think I'm gonna call it there. Does that look a decent size? Can you even tell? Should I make this one bigger? Eventually once these dry, I'm gonna paint plants over top of them so you won't really see them as much, I guess. But for now, I'm gonna let them dry as just shapes. And maybe in a few months when I feel like painting again, I will add the plants. Or will it ruin it? Might ruin it. Okay. I'm going to leave that one as that and move on to the third one, which is also clearly still not dry. This one I'm going to do this like off-white color, and I'm going to lighten up this brown. Or should I lighten up this red? Anyway, one of those, and then I'm also going to do a green. A nice light green. Okay. I'm gonna start with the lightest color. Oh wait, I still have this one that has that on it. I'm gonna start with that. And then let me not make circles this time. As I start with a circle. Okay. This kind of looks like a peanut. I think I'm gonna leave it looking like a peanut. Kind of like a peanut. Okay. That'll be that. And then I think maybe I'll do 4 shapes on this one. Because I think I want to do something here, and then something big here. But I want the something big to be green. Can you tell I like green? Can you tell? Can you tell? Okay, so I think I should do the 2 green things and then come back for the brown. So I think the brown I'll put up here. I'll put something green here and something green here. So I haven't used this one yet. That was more than I wanted. Ooh, and I can add some yellow. Like which yellow? Like a deep yellow? I don't know, this one just looks nicer. I'm gonna go with the cadmium yellow. Oh, I haven't even opened it yet. Now, where do I put this? Cool. Cool. This might end up being the big something. Oh, there's so much paint on this. I'm complaining. I have like hardly any paint on me comparative to people who do this for a living. But I don't like being covered in stuff because then I go touch something else and then later I wonder why my dog is green. And anyway, again, crafting problems. I think this one I'm going to make a circle. Ooh, there's like 3 colors in here that try to come out. This kind of looks like the other green that I did, even though I mixed this one. And I guess it's good that they flow together. Uh-oh. Oh, see, look, here's another instance where it's going to be bigger than I want it. Also, I put way too much. Oh, but I have an idea. Since the other shape I want to do is green anyway, I'm going to take whatever's extra on this one and start the next shape with it. That's what I think I'm going to do. Okay. But I think I'm going to make this one fairly light and not a circle. I feel like I default to circle. Definitely default to circle when I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, stop playing with it. It'll get bigger. Oh, that sounded wrong. Swear I didn't mean it like that. Okay, that's kind of different, right? Is that nice? I can't tell. I think I'm gonna add more white to it still. And cover myself in more paint. Okay. Try this again. Does that look different enough? Can you even, does this look different enough from that? Or should I make it lighter, darker? Well, not darker, but should I add something else? I think it looks different enough. But I also don't think I have enough paint in it to do anything fun. So I'm gonna add more of this. More green. More white. Now it's definitely too much. I can't seem to find a happy medium between too much and too little. I either have way too little paint or I have like a whole canvas worth of paint in one spot. That's not terrible, right? That doesn't look a terrible color. Maybe I want it just a smidge lighter. No, I think I like it. Okay. I don't know why I feel like if I whisper, everything will go smoother. If you whisper, you don't disturb the paint or something. Okay. And this. And then I can see why painters get easels because I feel like I'm all kinds of hunched over. I don't think I like this shape. I think I should have stuck with something simple. It's windy out there. I don't know what's going on out there. Does that look silly? That looks massive when you look at it on camera. I think I'm going to leave that shape as it is and then work on the brown one. Like a light brown. Not quite as light as the unbleached white, but still light. Hold on, I don't like some of these edges. I don't like some of these edges. Is this my third one? Oh, it is. It is my third one. So I'm almost done then. But I still think I'm going to do the bonus one. I'm going to do one more after I'm done with my 3, just so that I can have one that was a plant, because the whole point was to do ones that were leaves and plants, and I messed up by forgetting that paint has to have time to dry. And I think that this color actually would be nice. So I'm gonna just a little bit. And then white. And then let's see what it turns out looking like. That's kind of interesting. It's kind of like a pinky color. I think it's nice. I think I need to put brown in it. I think it's a little too pink. Do some brown, and I'll do some more off-white. Unbleached white, sorry. And then let's see if it looks less pink. Looks a little less pink. Okay. Does it look less pink? Does it still look pink? I think we're okay. I think we're all right. Okay. Whispering again so as not to disturb the paint. It's kind of similar to that shape. Does it look weird because it's the same shape? Making this one a slightly different shape. It's still pretty windy out there. Okay. Okay, so there's the first one. Well, I guess the third one. Okay. And then here is the second one. Okay. And here is the first one. So, oh, I'm getting more paint on me. So that's it for those. But like I said, I want to do one that's nature themed, one that's a leaf. Just one, please. So we're going to open another canvas. I'm not going to paint this one white because I'm impatient and I don't want to wait. Because the other one still hasn't dried in the time that I've painted over them. But I'm gonna do, let me see if I can find some inspiration for the kind of leaf I want to do. Maybe just another monstera. Maybe just one of them. Maybe not in as great detail, but we'll see. We'll see what I can do here. I think I will use this green. Oh, hold on. Let me make it so this doesn't time out. Where are we? Time out. 10 minutes. Okay. That is what I'm going to try to make. Do I put as much detail as they have? Okay. I think I'm going to start with this color, but diluted. With a white. If I can get it open. Okay. Wish me luck here. Thank you for the like. Okay, it is a little light, but that's okay. have like a general shape here. Okay, you gotta trust the process here though, because it might look like poop for a bit, but it's gonna look like nicer poop after. I can't promise you it's gonna look good. I just can't promise you that. Because I am no professional. Okay, and then I'll make this thicker as the base. Okay. This is going to be so out of proportion. Like, what? It's okay. The nice thing about acrylic is you can paint over other things. I know that because I recently tried watercolor, and that is difficult. That is hard. Okay. Oh, and the nice thing about this not being white is that I can actually put my hand on the canvas. Oh. Okay. And is it starting to look like anything yet? Okay. I feel like this needs to be longer. Do this. Okay. And then this part can be the end. That looks like a better problem is I don't have very much paint left over. Oops. Okay. Give me 1 second. That was loud. Okay. This one needs to be thicker. Sorry, I'm concentrating now. I am focusing now. Okay. Whew. Getting somewhere. Getting somewhere. Take some paint from up here. Borrowing some paint from up there. I think this will have to be the last leaf. I think that'll have to be it. Leaves are kind of nice too. Like they're kind of similar to abstract stuff. Because like, do any two leaves look exactly the same? Like, no, you'll be fine. So hopefully this actually looks like a monstera. Okay. How does that look? What do we think? A little bulky over here, but I'm not done with the details. Looks like it could be a monstera leaf. maybe, hopefully. Maybe, sort of, kind of. Does that look better? Maybe a little bit. Okay. So, I'm not really gonna let it dry too much because I want things to mix well. But I'm gonna take the same green and this time, instead of putting it on the canvas, I think I'm gonna put it on the brush. We'll see how this turns out. I don't have high hopes. I don't usually put detail and stuff. Okay, maybe that doesn't look terrible. If I just feather a little bit of it in. Right. Oh, now I'm mixing it too much. Does that look okay? Does that look like I'm... You can hardly tell, right? Perfect. That's the look I'm going for. Oh, that's a lot. And the brushes are falling out. The bristles are falling out. Okay. I don't really know where I should be adding the darker color, but I think it looks okay. The other color is still wet enough that I can mix it. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, guys, which I'm sure you can tell. I don't know what I'm doing. All I can tell you is that I am doing my best, which might not mean a lot in terms of painting. But I think I'm going to do this at the end of each of the leaves. Look, I have another bristle falling out. This is going to be one bristle at the end. think it looks okay. And it makes up for my lack of the other color because I can do like the fine details. Hopefully it doesn't look like poop. This paint is like glue at this point. Like everything is sticking to me. It's kind of all right. That is kind of all right, I think. And then I'm gonna have to add some lighter colors in as well. How did I get paint on my arm? Hey, I need like a hazmat suit when I paint. Okay. Is it blending okay? Does it look like just chunks of dark? Or does it look like I'm trying to blend it? Hoping it looks like it's blending. That was a lot more than I anticipated putting down. There's more. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Try and fix that. That's dark. I don't think it looks crazy. Right? Right? Reassure me, please. Or maybe the whole thing looks crazy. Maybe I'm just crazy. I suppose that could make sense too. Another bristle's falling out. Am I that rough with stuff? This was a trick I didn't think about, just wetting the brush. Game changer. Game changer. More bristles. This is going to be bald when I'm done. I can't believe how many have come out. Oh, thank you. Okay. It looks like it has some depth, right, on this side? Is this working? Is it doing what I want? Does it look better than it did? So, I mean, I guess that's the goal. To always be just a little bit better than it was before I did the thing. That is the goal, just a little bit better than before. Okay, now should I do the same thing to the other side? I think I'm going to use the water trick. Go back through, blend it nicer, lose a couple more bristles. Oh, perfect. Okay, I'm glad you can see what I'm trying to do. So that means it's working. That means it's working. Do what? What am I doing? Oh, doing the other side. I guess it would look funny if I didn't do the same thing to the other side. Here's my painting, half complete. Sorry about your lack. Hmm. So I'm just checking it in the camera. Oh, I already started this side. I bet you. I don't remember what I'm doing half the time. I started with that side. So let us continue on. See, like I said, trust the process, and the process is doing something. It is doing its thing. Looking all right? Looking okay? This one I think needs some more detailing. One more, and then I'm going in with the lighter colors. Yeah. Almost done with the dark. And then I have to figure out how I'm going to do the light. Because I'm going to have to just do one color. Because the method I've been using isn't the greatest. Ooh. Okay. That looks okay. Maybe, kind of, sort of. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I think that's enough of the dark details. Just kidding, I'm gonna put a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Just on this long leaf. Just a little bit. Okay, so there's not a stem at the top, but there is a stem that goes through like the center of it. And then goes through each leaf for the most part. Do I mix like a really light green? I'm gonna do that. You see it here, folks. The first time this session that I'm pre-mixing a color. Ooh. Let's see what this looks like. I don't think it's light enough. Well, maybe it is. I'm gonna put some white in it. It's a fair bit lighter. Still green, but like a lighter green. I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be okay, but I do want a smaller paintbrush. Almost dip that in my paint cup. What is that? Mind blown? Why are you mind blown? Because I'm mixing my own colors or mixing my color in a cup before I put it on the canvas? I know that doesn't sound like me. Okay, I'm scared. I'm scared I'm gonna wreck it all. Oh, I almost just dropped that onto my canvas. I hate it. It's okay. It's okay. We'll survive. I mean, it doesn't look terrible. I want to just try to mix it a little bit with water. Smooth it out. Blend it in. That just reminded me of some PVA glue. Did anyone else grow up watching Art Attack? Some PVA glue. Oops. Okay, I don't really like how that turned out with the stem, but it doesn't look terrible when you look at it on camera. The talking marblehead. Oh man, I miss some of those old shows. Kids these days will never know about the talking marblehead. That was too much. That was too much. It's doing something. Something is happening. I don't know if I'm gonna do. I should do them also down there, eh? I don't know if I'm gonna like it. A smaller brush, perhaps. Perhaps one that doesn't have earwigs coming out of it. I'm traumatized from that earwig. Traumatized. Absolutely traumatized. But on the plus side, I haven't seen any more earwigs come out of my stuff. So maybe we're okay. Or maybe I just jinxed it by saying it. Oh, that was way too much. That looks kind of cool, actually. I think I'm going to actually do it. We're going to commit. Commit, commit. I think this is actually turning out better than I anticipated. I mean, could it be better? Yeah. If someone who knew what they were doing did it, absolutely. But for my skill level, is it good? I think we're doing okay. I think we're doing okay. Oh, see, that one turned out the best. It's just like hardly there, subtle. Also, as a side note, the original white that I painted on my like abstract pieces is starting to dry. Might still be, 3 to 5 business days, but it's starting to dry. We're making progress. All right. Once I finish with the, what I call them, veins of the leaf, I think that's where I'm going to call it. But I think it looks pretty cool. And then I got to figure out where I'm even putting it because I didn't anticipate doing this one today. But you remember when I started and it looked like a weird green blob? Trust the process. Now it actually kind of looks like something. In my last one, I didn't even do veins in the leaf at all. Should I? Does that look okay, or should I put the holes of the Monstera in it? If I do it, I think it's going to have to be this one, but would it be weird if I only did it in one of the pieces of the leaf? I think it might look weird. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna do the holes of the Monstera. So again, this one was my inspiration, and that's what I've ended up with. It's kind of similar. You can't even tell, but it's kind of similar, just a lighter green. But I think that's as good as it's going to get. Just going to fade out the veins, and then I'm going to call it a day. Oh, well, that was very green. I use this cup. I used so many brushes today compared to normal. And if you've been with me from the beginning of my stream today, then thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. And if you joined in partway, I appreciate you just as much. If you like this kind of stuff, if you like lives and stuff like that, I'm gonna try and do more of them. So go ahead and subscribe. I can't guarantee that they're all gonna be painting, because painting is not all that I do on here, but I'd love to see you again if you want to hang out the next time I'm live, or if you just want to watch some of my videos. Fairly new on YouTube. Trying to find my place. Okay, that's it. I'm calling her done. And yeah, thanks for hanging out today. Bye.